because the Russian campaign in this game is weird, but also the most fun campaign, we're not playing as the tanker.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
My name is Nikolai Badanov.
Oh, no.
The day after the Germans attacked the Soviet Union, I left my wife and
I
newborn
like the story
son in
structure
the
where it's
care
like
of
you're
my
this dude, and
parents.
it's like you meet this
Joined
chick,
her
and then you
Red
learn her story, and then she meets a
Having
tanker,
been
and
a
now you're
mechanic
him.
in Leningrad for years,
That is pretty nice.
it was no surprise I was assigned to the 24th Tank Corps. I live for the day we grind Berlin beneath our tracks. Perhaps it's this aggressiveness that won me my own tank crew and assignment in Stalingrad.
That level
All my
is not
crew and I
actually
are like
included in
family.
this game.
There's another comrade.
Oh, yeah.
who I'll
I
be
suppose
tied
that would
to
have been...
forever.
Oh yeah,
You're-
Her name
it's
is Tanya Pavlovna. She saved our skins as we escaped in the last surviving T-34
It's implied
after an
that
assault on an old
this
factory
guy
near
and
Volgograd.
Tanya are gonna get
But our
married or
tanks soon had
something.
engine
He has a
trouble.
wife and child.
Oh yeah, you're
Smoke
right.
plume was giving away our
Well,
position.
he says something about
so we
like
found what looked
he'll
to
spend
be a
the rest
safe
of his
place to
life
make
with her,
repairs.
which confuses me
Well,
because it's also
Maybe he actually spent the rest of his life with her, which is the next 5 days.
or, you know, like, cheating. That's a thing.
maybe his wife died during the German invasion.
Ooh,
Maybe
that's
his
dark.
wife is
Yeah,
the
that would
German
be-
invasion.
Maybe yeah.
I'm married to the job.
So, because we're a tanker now, we have to start our first level as a tanker with the tank breaking down.
Watch for the enemy.
Realism!
Yeah.
And Fyodor, let's get that tank fixed now. Yes, sir.
Hey, you said we'd never see her again. She's, like, right there.
I lied.
Okay, she's running. Okay, now we'll never see her again.
I will be sniper support. I'll follow you anyway.
She actually does appear in one more mission after this, but it's really easy to miss her.
Incoming! Everyone down!
That's not down, Private.
Take position!
No, this is not important. He's a private.
Fyodor, hurry!
Where did they come from?
They were just there.
Russians are coming out of the walls.
Well, it is Russia.
Okay, fair point.
That was basically the military tactic. Throwing
Just
Russians
go,
at them.
just go. Russia. First, Russia is the most recent superpower to use the Zerg Rush tactic.
Well, I mean, everybody knew that Germany was a war machine, and the only way to stop a war machine was to clog it with the bodies of Russians. It is a proven military tactic.
Stalin didn't have any ranges available.
Russians are the scariest white people.
That's valid.
You just throw them at whatever you want dead, and it'll stop.
Eventually. Of course, 1-to-1, I'd say that Germans are probably the scariest white dudes. Because they're just huge.
Oh no, it's a cinematic focusing on Tanya, who pointed out the Panzer IV and is now completely looking in the opposite direction.
He's aiming right for you, 30 degrees in the other direction.
Tanya! Can you hear me? They're lost. He's coming right for us. Like cover.
I gotta say, the Germans are acting pretty Russian at this level.
Just rushing to the...
Yeah.
Russian.
But look, it's a friendly tank. We're saved.
Actually.
Also, we're at this climactic moment. The tank is fixed. Hooray!
Yeah.
Ready, comrades! Let's go! Nikolai, hurry!
So welcome to my favorite part of this game.
Shoot everything. Look at this guy.
Look at the balls on this guy. I'm
There
gonna
go
run
the
him
balls
over.
on that guy.
But yeah, this is actually a really fun part because you're in a tank. And whenever you're in a tank, it's great.
Because you're in a tank.
Because you're in a tank.
It's bad this kind of makes me want to play more War Thunder.
Nope.
Oh, War Thunder's great.
War Thunder's pretty great.
After we install it, I reinstall everything.
The greatest part about the Russian tank is that it's apparently made out of self-healing titanium. Because
I
you will
love
watch,
unobtaining.
you will watch, and my health will replenish as I get hit.
So that's how they won the war.
Yep.
They had strategic reserves of unobtainium.
Yep.
Oh yeah, look at it go.
Those Russian engineers are really hard at work today. They just have their blowtorch out. They finally figured out what the battlefield people couldn't. You just stay inside the tank while you fix it.
Well, I just imagine that, like, you know, shell comes in one side of the tank and, like, hits the far wall, and they pull it out, and they put it in the hole it went, and they weld it in. They're like, okay, patch, let's keep going. It's the perfect fit.
Now, the one thing I will say is you might notice some lag here, and I think that's because this
There's
is
so
actually
many
a
people.
pretty big level, and this is an original Xbox game. It may have some trouble loading everything. Because there's like a lot of flame stuff on screen. Also, our tank here is being blocked by some small rebels.
Of course.
Because, you know, tank, why would be able to go over that? Actually, I don't know how the treads will handle that. Now that I think of it.
I don't know either.
Probably pretty well. Because they're solid steel tank treads.
We're being pulled back to headquarters here, which is,
I don't know where headquarters is.
apparently headquarters is in the middle of German-held territory.
Well, could have been a good German push, you know?
True.
But not quite good enough that they managed to rout their forward base.
This is headquarters, by the way.
This is a good headquarters.
Right.
Well, you know, go where the fight is, right?
Bring the fight to them, yeah. We're gonna set up headquarters. Where? Where's the front line? There? 10 meters behind that.
I don't remember any level after this being quite as laggy as this one was.
But there are a lot of Germans on screen right
There are a lot of Germans on screen, and there's a lot of tanks too. And there's a lot of friendlies too.
And they apparently render all of the individual, like, Panzerschreck shells and stuff like that.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's something.
It's pretty crazy.
Smoke is actually difficult to render. They're not on fire because you
They've
see
got like
through
a
it.
lot of fire and smoke decals. You know what? I gotta say. Oh yeah, and as soon as we pulled off the
Yeah,
final
like that
push,
one shell.
all of the Germans just fall dead.
The one last shell you launched, the
Killed
shrapnel just
everyone.
went and hit everybody.
So we're supposed
So
to
why
get out
did
of
you
the
get
tank.
out of the tank?
Well, the guy tells you to get out of the tank,
You're like, no, that's a terrible idea.
and so I tried, and it didn't work. Also, you may have noticed that we had a third-person view there. Yeah, we don't use that because we are men and we drive this tank like,
We drive this tank like men.
yeah, which is first person. I need my war fix, and my war fix is first person.
That makes sense.
See, we
Is
have to
there a
drive
PC?
here,
I
where
see.
it gives us the prompt to get out of the tank. We can't just get out of the tank ourselves, because, you know, I don't want to do that. Trick question, we wouldn't, because it's a tank.
Yeah.
Can I report, Commander, can I report to you in my tank? I don't want to leave. Someone else will take it.
Yes.
Like, we don't have a door. I'll make one.
Lieutenant,
I got tank.
I think you misunderstood the concept of I have a
holding
tank.
back the German advance with the Katyusha rockets. However, our forward observer's radio stopped working, and we are no longer
The
receiving
rocket
firing
trucks.
coordinates. Their last report said the fascists were massing armor and
Also,
preparing to overrun the
recap of the
headquarters.
conversation.
The observers are in the
Our
train station
observer's
tower on
radio
the other
stopped
side.
working, so we don't know where to shoot the rockets. So we're gonna continue shooting the rockets as long as possible.
Yes.
The front line may have moved, but we're gonna keep bombing this spot.
Well, if anything, you know your forces aren't going to go where you're shooting rockets?
Oh, and here's Tanya.
Hey!
Live.
She's alive!
You're hardcore, Tanya. Hardcore.
Not even like knocked out. She's just like, well, my legs a little, my ankle's sore.
Yeah. She's like, my leg's kind of messed up, but I'm fine.
I'm a little concussed from the tank shell, but I'm okay. Also, that guy is now deaf, but...
Yeah.
Well, everyone's deaf.
Everyone's dead.
Earlier one was like, oh, I can't, Tanya, can you hear me? I was like, no, you can't.